What is good, YouTube? Nostalgia here, and today I have episode 2 of Tips and Tricks. It's been a long time since I made my last episode on this, and if you can remember, episode 1 was on stacking, which is a really useful farming technique, especially useful for gaining multiples of items that you can't normally have multiples of. For example, non-AC monster drops, like, I don't know, swords, capes. You can actually have multiples of those items. I used Phoenix Blade as an example in the video, so if you guys didn't check that out, make sure to. There will be a link to it somewhere on the screen, and yeah, enjoy that video. But right now, I want to get right into episode 2. So in this video, I am going to talk to you guys a little bit about the Wheel of Doom. Now, I was tempted as to making a separate segment for this video, Wheel of Doom discussion, but I thought, nah, I'll make this a tips and tricks episode. Purely because it isn't a major thing, it's just to give you more of an understanding of the Doom and how to gain lots of rares. The only requirement for this video is that you have money to spend. Obviously the Wheel of Doom requires money. You need to be able to put money from your own purse into it in order to gain the rares. It isn't free unless you do if you're a legend, you have your legend spin. If you're not, you get your monthly spin. But the method I'm going to talk to you guys today is, if say you've got birthday money or Christmas money or work money or money in general that you have left over and you want to spend on the wheel, hopefully this video should give you a better idea as to how to use that and the most beneficial ways in gaining rares. Cool, so if I go ahead and click on the ticket, it brings up the shop. You can buy one fortune ticket for 200 ACs over here, or you can stack fortune tickets, 10 fortune tickets for 1500 ACs. Now, when I first started, stacking 15 was a lot better, because just the mass, you saved ACs, if you work it out, you get 10 ACs here, 1500. If you do it this way, you're spending 2000 as opposed to 1500, so you save yourself 500 ACs each time, which is 2.5 spins. So that is actually quite a bit. To gain 2.5 spins for free pretty much in this deal is really beneficial. So if you're planning on getting rares, or just improving your wheel spin count, then I would definitely suggest doing the deal it has for 15 spins. If you're like myself and you happen to have a relatively decent amount of rares, say you've been spinning the wheel for quite a long time, and you've accumulated, a decent amount of rares from the wheels. As you can see, I've got pretty much every single Doom armor. I also have pretty much every single blade and stuff. And you're going for the donated item, I would not suggest buying the tickets, purely because when you buy 15 tickets, you can't stack Doom tickets on top of that. So if you bought the 10 tickets for 1500 ACs, you can't stack 200 on top of them. It'll say your limit's full. I don't know why it does that, but it does. If you buy Doom tickets like this separately, you can stack them to whatever number you want. And I was talking to a guy recently, not recently, it's actually quite a while ago, called Ivan. He's a good friend of mine in Adventure Chris Worlds. And he kind of opened my eyes a little bit to it. So if you buy these separately, although you are paying an extra few hundred ACs, in the end you can stack this up to 1000. So you can have, obviously 1000 spins is a lot, we'll say 300. You can then continuously click on this 300 times, just continuously 300 times, and that effect will actually change. It doesn't change the drop rate, do not get me wrong, this will not affect the drop rate of the donated item in any way. Please do not misunderstand me that. But it does give you a better, this is sort of tricky, it does give you a better chance, but it doesn't give you a better drop rate, if that makes sense. That's one of the reasons why stacking exists, which I mentioned in my last video. If you stack Phoenix Blades and you say stack to 100 and you continuously turn in the Phoenix Blade, you do actually stand a better chance of getting Thanatos than doing it individually as you get each one, if that makes sense. I realize that can be a little difficult to understand, especially as I can't actually demonstrate it for you. Otherwise this video would be probably months and months long, which highly believe you guys would find very boring. But if you do understand, that's good. If not, I'll go over it again now in a little bit slower. But buying the tickets individually, you can stack to whatever amount the limit is. I don't know what the limit is. I think it's 1,000 or maybe even 10,000. I'm not too sure. But that continuous clicking and spinning the wheel does actually affect or chance a little bit of getting higher end items. So yeah. So basically, to kind of get to the point of the video, if you're going for donated item and you have a few rares under your sleeve or whatever, I don't actually suggest buying the 15 stack of tickets. Although it does seem like such a good deal, it's good to start off with and get your spin count up. But when you're actually, when you're targeting a specific item, I do suggest waiting that extra little bit and stacking, saving up those tickets so that when you do spend them, you're actually spending them more effectively and at a larger quantity per time. Cool, that basically concludes the video. It is, I couldn't really call this brief, it's still over 7 minutes long, but I hope it helped you get a better understanding of the wheel. Obviously the same method applies for Fortune Wheel. I'm just using the Doom as an example because not only does it look sick, but it's what I've always used. I've never used the Fortune Wheel. This is the wheel I've always used. So, but yeah, the similar method applies with the Fortune tickets or whatever they're called. I have no idea. So yeah, I hope this gave you a better understanding of the spins, how to use them and stuff. And if it did help you, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If it didn't help you, I don't know, just let me know what your concerns are, and I'll try to troubleshoot that for you. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Tips and Tricks, and be on the lookout for future videos to come. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.